Hi, my name is Charlie Johnson, and I would like to talk a little bit about how depression is kind of tied in with HIV in my life. And depression's actually been a big battle for me, at being HIV positive. It has been throughout my adolescence, actually. But I think being HIV positive, HIV actually affects the brain in ways that, in more ways than just being depressed. So it actually adds to depression. If you've already had depression, then you can pretty much count on more depression. And one of the things that happened to me after I was diagnosed with HIV is I went into a deep depression. And it was the kind of depression where it was just crippling. Like, I couldn't function, and I couldn't talk straight. I couldn't really see straight or think straight. Everything about my life was heavy, and for me, the way that I medicated it was to go into a drug habit. And the more loaded I was, the way better off I was. And I like to get loaded, to the kind of loaded where I can even get out of bed or see or walk, just kind of like to match my depression. But what I realized is that was just a thinking process, because I wanted the immediate relief of the depression, I turned to the drugs. But once I was sober from the drugs, once the drugs didn't run their toll, and I decided that I didn't want that to be a part of my life anymore, I started seeking psychosocial help for the depression, and actually started talking to people. And what I realized about the depression was that I wasn't sure if the depression was going to leave. I didn't count on it ever leaving, and me personally, I experimented with some of the antidepressants and Prozac and Wellbutrin and all those, and I didn't like the loss of control that I had. Like, I made up for me that there was still some mind altering thing that was happening, and because I was newly sober, I wanted a complete fresh start. So the way that I deal with depression is I talk about it. I let the people that are closest in my life know about it, and whenever I'm feeling it, I bring it out and say, I'm a little depressed today. And one of the things I really focus on when I wake up and I know I'm depressed is I do contrary action. Like, depression tells me to stay in bed and pull the sheets over my head and like be non-productive all day long. But recognizing that, I get up and I get in the shower and I just keep putting my feet forward and keep going. And one of the best remedies for depression I've ever found is to actually help people. Like, just get out of myself, and whatever I'm thinking about is heavy for me, and actually go to another person and just be there 100% for them. And every time that I've ever practiced that, thinking that I'm every time I put it to trial, it passed. It's like every time I said, okay, I'm gonna go help somebody now and see if this doesn't get me out of myself, and every single time it does. So that's just some of the ways that I remedy my depression. And the last one, helping people, I'm pretty confident in saying it's a sure win.